Before the start of the third one-day international in Sri Lanka, I predicted then that West Indies should go into the match with 6 batsmen plus Roston Chase. Looking forwards to tomorrow's match against England, the first one-day international at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium in Antigua, I think West Indies should go into the match with 6 batsmen, including Roston Chase. Therefore, we will have 5 additional bowlers, with Chase being the genuine all-rounder in that team. Hello everyone, welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your company and I look forward to your feedback. Please smash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. As I mentioned yesterday, there are some difficulty with my computer. Clearly, there are some virus. So some of the things that I want to play for you and some of the clippings that I want to show you, I am unable to do so. However, I will try to show you the West Indies squad. So here is the West Indies squad that was selected for the match. Keacy Carty, Shimron Hetmyer, Joel Andrews, Shai Hope, Brandon King. I hope you are seeing it clearly. I will try my best to ensure that you are seeing it clearly. I hope you are seeing it clearly. So that's Keacy Carty, Shimron Hetmyer, Joel Andrews, Shai Hope, Brandon King, Evin Lewis, Roston Chase, Sherfane Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, Forde, Alzarri Joseph, Gudakesh Motie, Jayden Seales, Shamar Joseph, and surprise, 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 Hayden Walsh have retained his place in the playing 11. Not many persons would think that Hayden Walsh Jr. would have maintained his place in this playing 11. Although yesterday, during the live watch-along of the Guyana RP Eagle match against the Windward Island Volcanoes, there were a few persons who have expressed their pleasure with Hayden Walsh Jr. maintaining his place in the team. Now, as we look forward to the playing 11, that most of you would agree with me that these players are sure pick. Those sure pick are Shai Hope, the captain, Evin Lewis, who made a century on one leg in that final one-day international against Sri Lanka, Roston Chase, Sherfane Rutherford, who was the leading run scorer in that tournament, Alzarri Joseph, Gudakesh Motie, and Forde. Some may be surprised that I've included Forde. But how do you leave a man out of a team who bowled 5 overs for 12 runs? I am not going to leave that individual out of my team after bowling 5 overs for 12 runs. I think that he deserves his game, he deserves his spot in the team, and I am going to keep him in the team. So I would definitely go with Forde in my playing 11 as one of the 7 sure pick. I am not going to leave out Forde out of the playing 11. Now, what about the other players? Who are going to make up that other 4 players? I have 8 players to choose 4 from. Clearly, I would have stated clearly that I'm going into the match with 6 batsmen, including Roston Chase. Not additional Roston Chase, but including. Therefore, he's one of those 6 batsmen. Now, who are the other 2? I have 4. I have Brandon King, I have Keacy Carty, I have Shimron Hetmyer, and I have Joel Andrews. While I agree with playing Joel Andrews in Sri Lanka in that final match, although he didn't bat it, I don't think and I don't see Joel Andrews playing tomorrow. Once again, I think that he's largely in this playing 11, in this squad as the backup wicketkeeper. And so I do not expect that Joel Andrew to play tomorrow. Now, Brandon King naturally is the only other opener in this team with Evin Lewis apart from Shai Hope. Shai Hope have made it clear that he doesn't want to open. And I think these are just my views. I genuinely think that Darren Sammy would like Shai Hope to be opening for the West Indies. Just my view. I genuinely think so. And I believe at this time, there's some power struggle taking place between Darren Sammy and Shai Hope. Those are my opinions. I have no rumors, I have no information to suggest that there is a power struggle. But look at it. If you are the coach of the West Indies cricket team, wouldn't you want Shai Hope to be opening? Wouldn't you be asking him to open the innings? But Shai Hope have insisted that he wants to bat at number 4. Clearly, in my opinion, there's some power struggle going on there. Nonetheless, with Shai Hope clearly indicated that he decided to bat at number 4 and been stubborn about it. And just like how Eric Ten Hag from Manchester United was so stubborn and he lost his job as the coach manager of Manchester United, sometimes, although you're stubborn and you're set in your ways and you should not really care what others people say about you, for all successful persons in life, there's one thing they have. They do not care much about what others say about them. However, I think Shai Hope should open the innings, but I do not see it happening tomorrow against England. Therefore, the only other opener in that team is Brandon King. So I'd expect that Brandon King will play along with Evin Lewis to open the innings. Now, who will be that next batsman? I've already ruled out Joel Andrew. Will it be Keacy Carty or would it be Shimron Hetmyer? Now, Shimron Hetmyer was dropped from the West Indies one-day international team, and he have not played any 50-over tournament since. Keacy Carty was our leading batsman in Australia. That was the one-day series for West Indies before they play against Sri Lanka. In the first match against Sri Lanka, Keacy Carty looked very well, but then he got out on 37, giving his wicket away, very frustrating. And I, as a coach, would probably want to drop Keacy Carty. I would really consider dropping Keacy Carty. And then Shimron Hetmyer, who he was dropped after a series of poor performances in one-day international cricket for West Indies last year. So, which one of those two batsmen will complete the 6? Then now I go on to the bowlers. In this team on the screen there are 3 bowlers who are sure pick. Alzarri Joseph, Gudakesh Motie, and Forde. Now, who are the other bowlers in the squad? When you look at that squad, you have Romario Shepherd, you have Jayden Seales, you have Shamar Joseph, and you have Hayden Walsh. I ticked off Hayden Walsh. 85% of you would have ticked off Hayden Walsh. And again, I think it's stubbornness on the part of Darren Sammy to be keeping Hayden Walsh in this squad. Absolute stubbornness. He has done nothing to justify his selection to the squad. He did not even need to pick a 15-man squad. He could have gone with 13, leaving out Andrew and Hayden Walsh Jr. So, no doubt in my mind, Hayden Walsh Jr. will not play tomorrow, although Sammy have shown in the past that he cannot be predicted. Now, it leaves Romario Shepherd, Jayden Seales, and Shamar Joseph. Romario Shepherd definitely get the nod. And the reason why Romario Shepherd got that nod, if we are playing Chase as a 6th batsman, we need to lengthen that batting a little. And therefore, Romario Shepherd comes in at number 7. On his day, although it has not been happening very often these days, but on his days, Romario Shepherd can take any bowling apart. Now, that leaves Jayden Seales and Shamar Joseph. My opinion and my feelings about Jayden Seales and Shamar Joseph are the same. I think that Shamar Joseph and Jayden Seales, along with Alzarri Joseph, will be a linchpin of a West Indies bowling attack in all three formats of the game that will take us to another level when it comes to dismissing opposition. Jayden Seales, having played those three matches in Sri Lanka, although I don't think that Shai used Jayden Seales quite well in Sri Lanka. I think his handling of Jayden Seales in Sri Lanka was poor. However, since Jayden Seales got his chance in Sri Lanka, I now think that it is time for Shamar Joseph to play. Again, I repeat, these two bowlers, Jayden Seales along with Shamar Joseph, it is my conviction that they, along with Alzarri Joseph, will form a fearsome pace attack for the West Indies team in all three formats going forward for the foreseeable futures. Those are my views. So in the end, this is my playing 11 for tomorrow's match against the English. Brandon King and Evin Lewis to open, Keacy Carty at 3, Shai at 4, Sherfane Rutherford at 5, Roston Chase at 6, Romario Shepherd, Forde, Alzarri Joseph, Gudakesh Motie, and Shamar Joseph. Those are my playing 11 for tomorrow's game. I look forward to hear your views. I'm very intrigued to hear what you have to say about that playing 11. Those are my playing 11 for tomorrow's game. I really expect to hear what you have to say about that playing 11. So let me take your comment. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Roddy Latu, good morning. Thank you very much. You think it's a nice team. Roger Hines is saying good morning, Carlton Brown. Roddy Latu was saying, Alick was dropped. Why not drafted him to the Super 50? But Roddy Latu, that is really the Windward Islands Volcanoes prerogative. And I expect them to do so. He would have come back in the island. I think, yes, he'd have come back into the Caribbean between Monday and Tuesday or so on. And I think that if he really wanted to play, he would have turned out yesterday for the Windward Island Volcanoes. But it just goes again to show that these guys' attitude, they come up with every reason not to play instead of finding every reason to play. And I really think that Alick Athanaze should have been in the Windward Island Volcanoes team yesterday. Congratulations, they won. And so clearly they never need him yesterday. But I expect him to be in the squad or in the playing 11 for the next match. Game 3, what a match it was. Gamer Boy 3, what a match it was yesterday. Congratulations to the Volcanoes on a win. You know, brilliant win. That last wicket win. As you could blame, there's not many times in a match that you can blame one person for a defeat. You know, but the number 16 yesterday, I think it's Macho Nandu, the number 16 for the Guyana RP Eagles. He dropped 2 catches. He misfielded so many balls. I can count at least 4 balls that he misfielded and 2 of them going for 4 runs. And I think that yesterday, that number 16 had a very, very poor day in the field for the Guyana RP Eagles. I really enjoy your company yesterday. So Gamer Boy said, what Jayden Seales do well with Alzarri Joseph and Shamar Joseph? I don't, what Jayden Seales do well along with Alzarri and Shamar. Okay, you're saying you want, I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand Gamer Boy 3. Would you like to rephrase? My level, Roger Hines is saying, my level for the match is King, Lewis, Hope, Chase, Etty, Rutherford, Shepherd, Motie, Alzarri, Forde, and Shamar. So you are leaving out Keacy Carty, who up to the Sri Lankan series is the West Indies batsman who would have scored most runs in one-day international cricket. In the last 6 matches, in the last 6 ODI that West Indies played, Keacy Carty would have scored, only Sherfane Rutherford would have scored more runs than Keacy Carty. And you are leaving out Keacy Carty. No, you're entitled to your opinion, your views. I'm not quarreling with your team, but I'm just saying you leave out Keacy Carty, who's the man that have scored the second most runs in one-day international for the West Indies since the start of the year, and you are leaving out that man. I am not leaving him out, you know. I have to give credit where credit is due. Tony, good morning to you. Kevin Joseph said, I don't think Forde is a sure pick. Going forward, I really don't think he's a genuine wicket taker in ODI cricket unless the pitch assists him. But Kevin Joseph, again, your opinion, appreciated. But one of the things that I do and I will continue to do, and I'm very biased about it, it is to continue to look at performance. And Matthew Forde have shown this knack of getting wickets in his early wickets when he played for the West Indies. They have shown it. He never got any in that last match that he played against Sri Lanka, but his 5 overs went for 12 runs. So in tomorrow's game, I would have him as a sure pick. You say going forward. I don't know about going forward. I don't reach there yet. I'm just talking about for tomorrow's match. And for tomorrow's match, I think that he is a sure pick. And Garth Williams is saying, why is Walsh ahead of Fabian Allen? I don't know, but I wouldn't have Fabian Allen in the squad either. But I don't know why he is ahead of him. I don't see Fabian Allen at the standard to represent the West Indies at this stage in one-day international cricket. I would not have none of them in my squad. Definitely not any of them. How you doing, Mr. Camber? Ashwan Camber. Good morning, Cricket Forum, my legend. What do you think is going on with Nicholas Pooran for not playing in the ODI for a while? Well, the thing about it is his choice, and this is a structure of West Indies cricket. I heard that he's having a camp, a clinic on the 2nd of November when West Indies will be playing the second one-day international. I heard that. Sorry about that. Sorry about, I'm not usually like that. So West Indies is allowing the players to do what they want to do. There is this player power that resonates in West Indies cricket. Let me show you 2 examples of how other nations are dealing with the cricket. One closer to home, and I've said this already. Aaron Jones, who was born in Barbados, a West Indian, playing for the St. Lucia Kings, and played that magnificent and wonderful innings for the Kings to win the CPL. And I'm sure St. Lucia Kings fans were happy that he chose St. Lucia Kings over the USA. For the USA was playing a series in Namibia at that time, and they had called him up to the team. He did not turn up. He came to play the CPL. Now the USA is playing against Scotland. What the US do? They drop Aaron Jones and say you can go and play T20 franchise. You cannot come in, just walk into this team when you feel like and leave when you feel like. You have to make up your mind what you want to do. That clearly suggests a ruthless administration. Another example, and this is a big, powerful, mighty India. In the past, India would have what you call optional training. Optional training, so players like Kohli and Rohit Sharma and those guys, those big name guys will only turn up to training at their own discretion and when they choose so. India, having lost the 2 test matches to New Zealand, have instructed the players that optional training is on standby for the time being. Everyone is expected to turn up at training. No more optional training for the time being. It's compulsory training now. That is an administration who is running their cricket. In West Indies cricket, the players run it. So Nicholas Pooran and other players can do what they want when they want to. At the same time, I want to congratulate Nicholas Pooran because the rumor is that the Lucknow Supergiant will be paying him $3 million for the 2025 IPL. Congratulations to Nicholas Pooran. I'm so very happy for you, young man. And I hope more West Indian batsmen, more West Indian cricketers will put in the work and they will see what putting in the work does. They will see what putting in the work do. For when you put in the work, that's what happened. You get reward. And on Sunday, I said that I often heard that the West Indies cricketers are playing for their bank balance. And I said that I do not have an issue with that. But I said, I don't believe that they are playing for their bank balance. Because if they were playing for their bank balance, they would have put in the work and they would have gotten some real money like what Pooran is getting, some real money. Because what allows you to get that sort of money that Nicholas Pooran is getting is not scoring 20 and 30s. Is that averaging 15 and 10, and when you reach 20, you think that you have done your job. When you reach 40, you think you have done your job. It is putting in the work, and then you can really not only playing for your bank balance, but playing to create generational wealth. That's a difference. Creating generational wealth, but you need to put in the work. Patrick Lambert is saying, I only hope that they don't wait for when or if the West Indies has lost the series or under pressure to include Joel Anjo in the final 11. Although it would be a good test for him if he shines. I do not really see him playing in the 11, Patrick Lambert. I don't see it happening. But then I hope you get your wish, but I do not see it happening. Romain Roach is saying, what Hayden Walsh doing to be in the team? I don't know. I just think that it is stubbornness. I absolutely think that it is stubbornness on the part of the coach. He just wants to say, I am doing my thing. I am in charge. That's my view of it. Because I cannot see why Hayden Walsh Jr. is in this team. And as I said earlier, Eric Ten Hag was stubborn at Manchester United. He didn't drop Rashford. He didn't drop Fernandes. And he continued to pick favorite players. Today, he's out of a job. And he's no longer the manager of the biggest football club on planet Earth. And so, I know that you have to do your own things. But you can't stubborn to a point where, in Jamaican language, you cut off your nose to spite your face or something like that. Michael Douglas is saying, Hope might slip Etty in the playing 11 tomorrow because they have a very good batting partnership. But that batting partnership never materialized in the last set of one-day international games that Hetmyer played for the West Indies. So it's your view again, is what you believe. I have no objection to what you believe. You're expressing yourself and I welcome it, but I'm just retorting that it never works. So let's see what will happen. And we are all speculating, so nothing wrong with your opinion, Michael Douglas. We are all speculating. Ashwan Cambry said, my playing 11 is King, Lewis, Hope, Carty, Etty, Rutherford, Chase, Shepherd, Shamar, Alzarri, and Motie. Who have you dropped to bring in Etty? Let me see here. King, Lewis, Hope, you have Carty, you have Etty, you have Rutherford. You are playing 6 batsmen along with Chase. As I said to Michael Douglas, the same thing. It's your opinion. You are putting forward your team. We are all speculating. And I have no issue with your team. I respect your team. But would you want to go in a match against England, especially England, a 50-over match with 5 specialist bowlers? I know that Rutherford bowled a few overs against Sri Lanka, but would you want Rutherford to really be your 6th bowling option against an English team? So I don't know. I am going with 6 specialist batsmen, including Chase. I am going with 5 bowlers plus Chase. You know, that would my views. But then again, Ashwan Camber, you may have it well right. Patrick Lambert had said that if he didn't misfield and drop those catches, my team would not have won yesterday. Oh, okay, Patrick Lambert, what a win. It was a good win. Blessing Marie Fagan, nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Romain Roach believes that Hayden Walsh should be replaced. How is he still in the team? Yes, so most persons are saying that, but I must remind you, though, I would not have him in my team, Romain, just like you and many others who have expressed that. But yesterday, there were some who were of the views that he should be in the squad, and we still need to respect those opinions too, along with they need to respect ours that he should not be there. Gamer Boys 3 said, don't be surprised that Hayden Walsh in the West Indies side and he might be a sub all 3 ODIs. All right, thank you. Thank you. Game against England. Anthony Brown, you to say that is not true, then you need to tell me what exactly you're talking. I have said a lot of things, so please tell me exactly what you're talking. That is not true. That I said that is not true. King, Lewis, Carty, Hope, Hetmyer, Rutherford, Chase, Shepherd, Forde, Motie, and Alzarri. That is Jay playing 11. I think I saw some similar playing 11 like this just prior. Gamer Boy 3 say, what is the latest about Sheldon Cottrell? I think Sheldon Cottrell have passed it now. You have exited the revolving door permanently when it comes to West Indies cricket. I think he has passed it now. Raja Ainz is saying, I leave out Carty and his recent form and bring in Etty for experience, and Etty record is good in ODI. And while Shimron Hetmyer one-day record overall is good, in his last 6 or 7 innings, it is not so good, you know, and so, well, yeah, I don't agree with that position, but then it's your opinion and you're entitled to it. John News, thank you. Good morning to you. Thank you for loving my playing 11. Arjun Sharma, Match Forde needs to increase his pace to 145 plus. Can't survive with these 120s for long. Man, can be a much more successful bowler in ODI and T20s for the future. Gamer Boy 3, Gamer Boy 3 saying, I want Shai Hope to make runs in this England series. His form kind of dipped a little bit. Yes, and I would have made the point that for his last 7 match, you know, and persons who understand cricket know that this is what persons say in cricket. Is a cricketing terminology. You cannot make your age. You know, it's a cricketing terminology. And so those who is around cricket would understand that that's a term that is used around cricket. And for the last 7 match, Shai Hope have not made his age. So too is Brandon King. For his last 8 matches, he have only made his age once. Sky Juice is saying, to win the series, we need to drop Alzarri and Walsh. No game, bench. Okay, that's your opinion. Thank you very much. Out of the $3 million US, he should sponsor you to show your viewers the matches. Patrick Lambert. Okay, thank you. That would be nice, wouldn't it be? Welcome, Coretta Singh. Good morning, Mr. Brown and everyone. Listen, have a blessed day. Thank you very much. Cambry saying, come on, guys, do better. Almost 200 of us here and not even 30 likes. Oh, that is very disappointing, Ashwin Cambry. Yes, man, you have to do better. Just click on that thumbs up button below the video. Angie Henley, how are you? Angie? It's a long time. Very, very long time. Morning, Mr. B. I prefer to see you without that gray beard. You look much younger. Thank you very much, Angie. Thank you. And so Edward is saying, why you keep saying team 4 Walsh, he is in the squad. A team is 11 players. All right, thank you. That's okay. I appreciate that. However, sometimes it is definitely a slip of the tongue. Hetty is the best ODI batsman in the West Indies team. Rubbish. Rubbish. Steve Russell, how are you? West Indies will kick England no matter the team. Well, the thing about it, the last ODI series we played against England in the West Indies, it was the first time we were winning an ODI series for a very, very, very long time against England. Philip Hendricks says, I'll give Jeremiah Lewis a game, but he's not in the squad. And you think that Jeremiah Lewis should be in the squad? Well, I think that Anderson Phillip from Trinidad and Tobago should be in the squad, you know, so we all have our different opinions. We are only speculating. Good morning to you, Nelson Wiseman. It's a pleasure having you here. And so, Roblox Gamer Boy 3 also believe that Louis, he's saying that Jeremiah Louis is injured right now. Thank you for that. Now, I want to go to a comment that Darren Sammy made when this team was selected, when the squad was selected. This is what Darren Sammy had to say in the release when the squad was selected. And this is what he had to say. It's always special to play at home, where the local support brings energy and passion to every match. With our sights set on qualifying for the ICC Men's World Cup in 2027, we have selected a balanced squad that will no doubt push and compete with one of the best teams in the world. Darren Sammy there is expressing his opinion. He believes that we can push England to the limit. I really hope he's right. I really hope. But then Darren Sammy said something here that with our sights set on qualifying for the ICC Men's World Cup in 2027, I am sort of taken aback and I'm a little devastated that Darren Sammy, the West Indies white ball coach, he is the leader of the pack. And he does not know that the West Indies will not need to qualify for the 2027 ODI World Cup. I am shocked. And if Darren Sammy doesn't know that, what else he doesn't know? What other leadership is he providing? You know, so I was shocked about that. Nonetheless, though, do you think that this team will push England to the limit and win again in the region? After last year, we won the ODI 3-match series, 2-1 against them. And mark you, in that series, we only scored over 200 once in that series. It was the bowlers that done most of the damage in that series. Gamer Boy saying that Yannick Carrier need to be back on the West Indies side. You know, I'm really looking forward to see the regional Super 50, and this evening I'll be doing a watch along on the Jamaica game. I will start probably about 20 overs in the second innings, or if Jamaica is batting first, I may do Jamaica up front, and then later on I do another part of the match. So it left to be seen. I'm going to try and see if Andre will be here. But I'm really interested to see how Leacock is going and Redwood from Jamaica is going. I'm really interested to see how those two leg spinners are going. Country Boy in London is saying Hetmyer should play instead of Carty. He gave no reason. Garth Williams is saying, I want to see Carrier back. I would like to see Older in the squad. While I could understand Carrier in the squad, I can't see how Older can make this team, this squad. I disagree with you. I respect your opinion, but I disagree. I think the pace bowling will be exciting, but West Indies should have the best spin bowlers in the squad, Steve Russell is saying. Roddy Latu is saying that I believe we have a competitive team for England. It's really up to the batsmen to consolidate and the bowlers to execute. Sorry, I keep on saying that. Mr. Forum, I don't understand why you're saying they don't need to qualify. They need to finish in the top 8 to qualify. On which table? Which table? Which table, Michael Douglas? The format for qualifying for the ODI World Cup has changed. And it will be no longer 10 teams taking part in the next ODI World Cup. All right, so check it out. Check it out. Damn it, man. Check it out, Michael Douglas. Where I got this habit from? It's disgusting. I never used to do it. I don't know where it came from. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. I'll be back with you for the Jamaica-Barbados match in the CG Super 50 tournament. Blessing. See you then. Take care and goodbye.